Today on What's in the Garage, it's power, baby, all-American muscle. Plus, Mike finds the answer to the question, when do you have too much in your collection?
If you got 12, you want 13. If you got 13, you want 20. It goes on and on.
It's time for a journey around America in search of the hidden gems, rare finds, and unbelievable collections in the garages of the country's auto enthusiasts. Each week, Mike Phillips will lead us through the amazing, fascinating, and entertaining backstories that make up What's in the Garage, presented by Autogeek.net. Today, Mike is in Tulluhoma, Tennessee.
Welcome to this edition of Autogeek's What's in the Garage. Now, I heard there's a couple really choice Chevelles behind the doors of this garage. Let's go knock on the door, see if anyone's home. Hi, Mike Phillips with Autogeek's What's in the Garage.
Ken Preston.
Hi, Ken. I hear you got a couple of choice Chevelles in here.
Well, I've got a couple Chevelles, yeah.
Let's see what's in the garage.
Come on in.
Wow. Looks like a 66 Malibu convertible and a couple of 69s. Why don't you tell me something about your cars here, Ken?
Well, this one here is 66 Malibu. It's pretty well loaded with options. It's power brakes, power steering, air conditioning, bumper guards. Of course, it is a convertible. It's just a daily driver. We drive it everywhere.
Well, what a nice daily driver. Convertible 66 Malibu. Now, it looks like it's got a different hood than stock. What's going on here?
Yeah,
it says a small block down here on the badge.
It is. A lot of people around here come up with super sport hoods. They think that looks a lot better. And when I bought the car, it had that on it, so I never did change it. So I just left the super sport on there. I think it looks better.
Yeah, it does. It looks good. Gives it an aggressive look to
right.
it.
You know, with the bigger tires, you know, it makes it look more beefy.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Okay, what else we got over here?
Well, we got a 69 Super Sport. It's butternut yellow, black vinyl top, 396, 325 horse.
A big block Chevy.
Big block Chevy.
Plenty of power.
Yeah, 396, 325.
Oh, man, it's got to be a lot of fun to drive this around.
Yeah, it is. It's got a little hotter cam than what come in it, you know. It makes a little racket and Flowmasters, you know. It stock appearing, but it's beefed up a little bit.
Man, it looks really original. How many miles are on this car?
This car is showing 72,000, and it's got the original back seat, the original door panels. I believe that is actual miles. I've got nothing to back it up, but I've just, you know, I've had the car 20 years. It's been built 20 years, so.
Wow. That's incredible. And it's in awesome shape. It's just beautiful. Since it's got a big block Chevy, would you mind popping the hood so we could take a look?
Yeah.
I'm a real big block Chevy fan myself. Just about everything I've owned either came with a big block or I put a big block in it.
There you go.
Wow, look at that. Yep, that is a 396 big block Chevy. That'll probably lay down some rubber when you put your foot down, huh?
Yeah, it's pause traction, 410, you know, it'll.
410 gears?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this will get up and go then.
And, of course, it's got the original snorkel breather.
And it's factory air-conditioned car,
yeah,
too.
Right.
Oh, boy. So now that you got a lot of horsepower, but you can cruise around in style and stay cool. Oh, that's real special. This is a really nice example of a 1969 Chevelle. Factory big block.
Well, I built this car about 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, it's good to keep it in the family. You going to pass this down to the kids?
I don't have any kids. I guess it'll stay in the family, though.
You want to adopt me? Will you show this car a lot?
Yeah, I have in the years past. It's an AACA senior car. I've got a second in the Grand National. Haven't had it out a lot in the last 10 years, but I used to show it every weekend just about.
Well, yeah, everybody that walks around, checks out the car, they can swing by here and kind of check out what things cost back then if you want to get all the different options.
And everybody wants to buy it for the sticker price.
Oh, I bet. In fact, I'll buy it for the sticker price.
I tell them it's got a multiplier.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break, but come on back. We're going to check out Ken's favorite Chevelle.
What's in the Garage, presented by Autogeek.net, is being brought to you by Flex Tools, capabilities beyond our competitors, available at Autogeek.net. And by ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. And by Pinnacle, science and nature in harmony, available at Autogeek.net.
The best-looking cars on the road deserve only the best when it comes to car care. Pinnacle Natural Brilliance.
Pinnacle Sovereign Paste Wax is all natural. It uses ivory carnauba wax to create a sizzling shine.
Pinnacle literally has a product for every square inch of your car. For more information about the entire line of Pinnacle products and for some valuable tips and techniques, check out pinnaclewax.com or autogeek.net.
What do the following award-winning car designers and builders have in common? Chip Foose, Brian Fuller, Alan Johnson, Justin Padfield, Mark Stilo, Steve Stroke, Denny Terzich, Troy Trepanier. They all depend on ARP fasteners. Leading car builders depend on ARP fasteners, and so should you. ARP, the world leader in fastener technology.
Welcome back to Autogeek's What's in the Garage. Now Ken's going to share with us why this is his favorite car of all of his collection.
Well, I guess it's because of the color and it being a 4-speed.
Now, what do they call this color?
It's Monaco orange, which is the same thing like on the Camaro. It's more known as a hugger orange, but it's the same mixing code, but just on Chevelles they call it Monaco orange.
Monaco orange. That's a nice bright color. I see you got the period correct Firestone white oval tires down here. Gives it that authentic original look.
Yeah, it's I've had them on it since right after I got the car. Matter of fact, I used to have them on this car.
Now you restored this one, right?
Right.
Now what was it like when you got it into your garage?
It was in pretty good shape. It had it'd been sanded off down to the metal. It had surface rust on it. We replaced this quarter and one door skin.
The rest was all solid?
It was all solid. I had one little hole in the trunk. I wanted all rust gone, so I put a new trunk pan in.
So basically a good foundation to start with.
Right.
Okay, now this is a big block car too, right?
Right.
Can we take a look at the engine?
Yeah, sure can.
And this 396?
396, it's a 350 horse. And,
wow. I always love how a big block just completely fills the engine compartment.
Yeah, and
this looks good.
You can get in there and work on one.
Yeah,
too.
you can get in there and get your wrenches in there and not break all your knuckles.
Right.
It's very impressive, very massive looking. I bet it sounds really good too.
Oh, it does. It's got a pretty good cam in it too.
Is that right? So, I see you've won a lot of awards over here. Can you tell me about one of the best awards you've ever won?
Golly, I've won several best of shows with both cars, plus another one that I used to have. I guess last fall, the last show I went to, I won a best of show with this one. I've got a stock award I won at Super Chevy, I guess. Of course, it's a pick, but still, I won the most outstanding stock. So
wow, that's impressive.
Anytime you win something at a Super Chevy, you're doing pretty good.
That's right. I bet it sounds as good as it looks. Can you start it up for us?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds pretty beefy. That sounds good. It doesn't like the sound of a big block Chevy.
They got that mellow tone, don't they?
Okay, that sounds good. Well, Ken, what's in the future?
Well, I've bought a 69 Roadrunner, and I've got it in the body shop. I've got a lot of the stuff here that I've been working on detailing. The boy's working on the body. He's about got it ready to paint.
Okay.
And
is that original 440 car?
No, it's a 383 4-speed.
You gonna put a 440 in it?
No, I got the original motor and everything. It's gonna be a matching number. It's a matching number car.
Oh, wow.
So,
that's very impressive. That'll be worth quite a bit of money to get all done.
It's B5 blue. Of course, like I said, a 4-speed, and it's bucket seats. It's an air grabber car. which has got the big breather that looks like a six-pack, you know.
Sure.
So if I can ever get it done, it'd be a nice car.
You're gonna have to build an addition onto the garage then.
I think we can jam it up a little bit. We'll probably put the convertible next door.
Okay. Well, Ken, thank you so much for sharing your cars with us.
You're very welcome.
Coming up next, Terry Cooper's need for speed is on display.
Steele here from Manzurna Polishes. You know, the name Manzurna has been synonymous with quality, performance, and paint correction at the top German automotive companies for over 120 years. Manufacturers like BMW and Mercedes actually use Manzurna on the assembly line to create that flawless finish that the German automobiles are known for. And now you can get that same assembly line finish on your car in your garage. Manzurna Polishes are available at Autogeek.net and other authorized Manzurna dealers.
Since their creation, Americans have strived to make their cars their own. They've cut, chopped, slammed, hammered, welded, painted, and customized them. As Americans, we have the freedom to push the limits, the fortitude to change, to make good things great and great things better. For some, it's a hobby. For others, it's a passion. For Locar, it's an obsession.
Are you looking for weather stripping for your classic car or truck? Do you need replacement rubber parts for your street rod or restoration project? Steel Rubber Products supplies the highest quality restoration rubber parts for your classic, antique, or custom rod. From window and door weather stripping to a wide variety of roof rails, bumpers, and seals, Steel has the rubber parts you need for your restoration project. With great fit and authentic look, Steel Rubber Products has the rubber parts to help restore the car of your dreams. To find the parts you need, log on to steelrubber.com today or call Steel at 800-650-4482 for a free catalog.
Waiting on back orders again? Your neighbor isn't. He ordered from NPD. National Parts Depot continues to be the nation's leading source for quality restoration parts and supplies for Ford, Truck, Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, and Firebird. With 4 strategically located superstores, you'll find everything you need shipped to your door within 1 to 3 business days. For your free catalog, visit NPD online or call toll-free. Don't let back orders stall your project. NPD takes the frustration out of restoration.
Hi, my name is Mike Phillips, and I want to know what's in the garage.
Hey, come in, come in.
Here you got a couple little 2-door Chevys in here.
We got a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, let's take a look. How did you get involved with cars, Terry?
I guess you could say since my first car, which was a 57 Chevy hardtop, 2-door hardtop.
Yeah, what year was this?
This was, gosh, this was when I was a senior in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ever since then, just got the bug.
I got the bug. Of course, I kind of got out of it slightly for a few years I was in the Army, you know, in Vietnam and working, but I really got into it more heavily when I was in my lower 30s and kind of tried to make a little living at it, you know.
Well, what's this first car we got right here? It says fuel injection. Has it still got the original fuel injector motor?
No, it may have been at one time, but I bought this car at a Super Chevy show at Atlanta Dragway a few years ago, and right now it's got aluminum head 406.
Wow.
Muncie 4-speed.
Yeah.
And nice driver.
Oh, it's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
You don't see white 57s very often.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I like it.
I like the louvered hood, too. That's nice.
Yeah.
So what's this next one we got here?
That's a 57 I just acquired recently. I thought it was a 100% rust-free car.
Yeah.
And I let a buddy of mine runs a body shop. He's a professional. And I let him take it, and he found a couple of places needed some attention, so I let him fix that. So now it is 100% rust-free, although it needs paint.
Yeah, it's a work in progress then.
There you go,
yeah.
Work in progress.
I see you've got another 57 back here. Let's take a look at this one.
I've had this car for a few years. It's next to my nicest.
You have another 57 somewhere else?
I have 3 more besides these.
Oh, boy.
And a 55.
So you basically have a whole garage full of nothing but 57s. I see a lot of other cars here too, some Corvettes.
I do a little drag racing, and I like street cars. And
what's this car right here?
This car is a factory super stock drag car, NHRA. I do a little bracket racing now.
You actually do the racing yourself?
Oh, yeah.
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 Need for Speed?
There you go. This has got a 509 big block with a power glide.
Wow.
Yeah, it runs good. It'll run like the 8th mile, like 590s, high 590s.
I love the paint job. Is that a candy apple?
It's candy brandy wine.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
What do we got down here? I noticed you got a lot of motors. You got parts for just about everything.
Sitting everywhere.
Now this has got the Corvette valve covers on. What's this out of?
This particular one, I've got a 60 Corvette, 270 horse, 2.4-barrel car. This is out of it. The car's been in the paint shop for about a year, and the engine's going to be rebuilt, of course, but it goes to that car.
Well, that's got to be pretty rare.
Somewhat, yeah. Like I got race engines, I got 57 Chevy engines, I got numerous things.
Oh, you've got motors all over the place. I noticed you got rear ends over here. We got fans up on the rafters there. You got oil pans over here in the corner. I've seen your spark plug wire collection.
I got Muncie 4-speeds laid over on the floor, and just one reason I have so many parts is because I work on these cars all the time. And,
sure.
I do sell some things, but occasionally I have to use those too.
Yeah, well, it's good to accumulate those parts, and if you ever need them, you've got them.
Right, yeah.
Good trading stock, too.
Yeah, I do a little trading with people.
Well, besides this incredible collection of cars you've got here, do you have any other cars?
I have about 2 or 3 more buildings of cars.
Buildings full of cars?
Yeah.
Well, can we take a look at those?
Sure, yeah. I'm car poor.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go take a look at the rest of Terry's cars. What's this?
70 Nova.
What's in the Garage, presented by Autogeek.net, is being brought to you by Pinnacle, Science and Nature in Harmony, available at Autogeek.net, and by Minzerna, the world's finest polishing materials, available at Autogeek.net, and by Low Car Performance Products, quality, plain, and simple. Al's Liner is the only professional-grade truck bed liner kit designed for the do-it-yourself user. Are you looking for a coating that allows you to control the texture, color, thickness, and even the hardness of the material? Al's gives you all this and more. Easily applied to metals, wood, concrete, fiberglass, or just about anything by spraying with our custom spray gun or brushing and rolling. Al's gives you the options, accessories, and additives you want at a fraction of the cost. We have the background and knowledge to make even the first-time applicator look like a pro. To get more information or to find a retailer near you, log on now to alsliner.com.
Since their creation, Americans have strived to make their cars their own. They've cut, chopped, slammed, hammered, welded, painted, and customized them. As Americans, we have the freedom to push the limits, the fortitude to change, to make good things great and great things better. For some, it's a hobby. For others, it's a passion. For Low Car, it's an obsession.
What do the following award-winning car designers and builders have in common? Chip Foose, Brian Fuller, Alan Johnson, Justin Padfield, Mark Stilo, Steve Stroke, Denny Terzich, Troy Trepanier. They all depend on ARP fasteners. Leading car builders depend on ARP fasteners, and so should you. ARP, the world leader in fastener technology.
Welcome back to Autogeek's What's in the Garage. Now, Terry, you're killing me, because in the last garage, I thought that was an awesome collection of cars, and now you've got this too. Can you just kind of tell us a little bit about each one of these cars here?
Well, you know, I guess you could say, how many cars is too many cars? If you got 12, you want 13. If you got 13, you want 20. It goes on and on. But now this particular Chevelle right here, I've owned that car twice. I had that car about 18 years ago and had it painted and acquired it back about 3 years ago. It was bought new right up the road in Lewisburg, Tennessee.
Just keeps coming back.
And this is as farther as it's been as far as owners, and that's only about 35 miles.
So it's been 35 miles total from where it was purchased new.
Yeah.
It's as far as it's ever been. Wow, that's incredible.
All original sheet metal.
That's beautiful.
And it is, you know, a bucket seat 4-speed car.
Very rare.
And then I've got another blue one just like it, which is nice, but it's a bucket seat automatic car.
So you got a Ford back here. What's the story on this?
Well, I had a, I like nice cars, and of course this has got a little light coat of dust on it, but it's a nice little car. Yeah. It's well built. It's a Thunderbolt clone type car. I got a 347 stroker with a 4-speed.
Yeah. I remember those style hood scoops used to be sold in J.C. Whitney. As a kid, I'd go through there all the time and look at the different scoops, you know.
Yeah. That's
now, what do you got over here? You got an old Corvette here?
Yes. I haven't had that car, but less than a year. It's a 13,000 mile car, L82. Has been Bloomington Gold certified. Original tires. It's a nice little car. I bought it as a collector investment car, but you know, I like to sell it. Need to sell it. Need to sell something.
Pay for your hobby.
There you go.
So, now I see you're also into bikes.
Yeah,
anything with speed, huh? Power?
Well, I had a 72 Camaro SS an old boy wanted, and I took that big dog in on trade. And I don't ride much, just a little.
Oh, it's beautiful. Now, besides the cars in this collection, the cars in the other building, you said you even got some more cars out in some trailers around here.
I've got 3 trailers with 3 cars in them. I got a blown 66 Corvette coupe.
Oh, incredible.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I've got a 67 Chevy 2 SS Racer Pro Street that is one of my favorite cars. And then I've got a 55 Chevy mini tubbed street car in another trailer. And then I've got a rotisserie restored 57 Chevy in another building, and then I got about 3 cars in another building up there. And
well, you need to clone yourself just so you will have the time to work on all these cars.
it does take time.
Yeah.
Always something to do if you just want to do it.
Now, you drive most of them yourself and race them too?
Yeah, I do drive all of them a little bit and race occasionally. Yeah. Sure do.
Is this technically red or orange?
This car is original color. I mean, it's been painted, but it's Matador red.
Okay.
It's pretty much all original, but it's got new interior, new paint. Pretty nice car.
Oh, no, that's sweet.
I'm a hot rodder, too, so that's one of my hot rods. It's got a built 350, Muncie 4-speed, you know, headers, Flowmasters.
Sure.
And it's a fun car to drive.
Probably sounds good and gets it on.
Got a little power, hits a little lick, yeah.
Now over here we got another Nova.
Yeah, that's another 70 Nova.
Wow,
it's pretty much original except for the tires and wheels.
It looks as straight as a pin.
Pretty straight, clean little car.
Yeah.
Yeah, in another building I've got a 72 SS Nova in that same body style. And it belonged to my best friend, which passed away about 3 years ago. So I've got it now. I wound up buying it from his wife.
Okay, up here I see yet another motorcycle.
Yeah, another motorcycle. I like it, but I traded for it.
Yeah. And yet another Chevy behind it.
Yeah, that's a 66 Chevy 2 SS. I've got the tires and wheels off of it now, but it's a real nice car and a low mile car.
Boy, it's beautiful. And then on the far side, something that I'm really fond of is the old Chevy trucks.
I'm not particularly a truck guy, but that was a nice truck. I traded a friend of mine out of that, back less than a year ago. And it had rebuilt engine, rebuilt brakes, rebuilt this and that. Good truck.
Well, again, it looks like it just came off the showroom floor.
71 GMC.
Oh, man, that's a good year for Chevy trucks.
Yeah.
It's time for Show Car Garage. Tips on detailing your car to bring out the beauty that will make it show-worthy. Brought to you by Autogeek.net. We are Car Care.
Hey, welcome back to Autogeek Show Car Garage. I just got done machine sanding this door. It was in an accident. They repainted the fender. They left some orange peel in it. So I'm going to sand it flat. But the next thing I need to do is remove my sanding marks. And I want to show you a really cool tool for that. Now, A lot of people know about the rotary buffer, but all the ones they've seen are these really big, heavy things, weigh 10, 20, sometimes maybe 30 pounds. This is the Flex 3403 lightweight compact rotary buffer. This is a really nice rotary buffer. You can tell by the way I can reach my arm out and hold it. It's really light. And where that's going to really matter to you is anytime you're working on vertical panels where you got to be holding this thing up the whole time you're buffing, it's not going to strain your arms or your shoulders because it doesn't weigh anything. Now it has a variable speed that goes from 1 to 6. The RPM range is 1100 to 3700 RPM. It's got a trigger lock, so after you pull the trigger in, you can set the trigger lock. That way you don't got to hold it in the whole time, just like that. It's got a mechanism up here so you can lock the gear drive if you want to change pads and take them off or to tighten it down. And you can put a handle on if you want to use a handle on either side. I prefer just to put my hand right here on the head and hold it like this. And even though it's compact in size, small and lightweight, it's got a 10 amp motor, so it's got plenty of power to run. It's a 7 or 8 inch wool pad. Completely going to buff this whole thing out. Watch this. First I'm going to take some compound, put it right there. And I want to buff at 1500 RPM. Now the gauge up here on the top says the 2 is 1500 RPM, so I'm going to set it right there for the 2. Then I'm going to pick up my bead and just watch how well this thing removes these sanding marks. Let me wipe my residue off there. And there we go. Sanding marks are gone, and I'm not tired. That was so easy. It's a nice rotary buffer. Compact size, lightweight, the Flex 3403. Check it out, and join me next week when we'll be going over some more tips and techniques for detailing your car here at Autogeek Show Car Garage. Well, that's it for this edition. Join us next week as I travel around the country checking out what's in the garage.